The much anticipated face to face meeting between US President Donald Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping took place in South Korea as Trump sought to reach a truce in the ongoing trade war that has riled the global economy. The outcome of the meeting, however, remained vague. While Trump made several statements describing the talks as a great success, Beijing has issued no official comment on the decisions taken during the meeting. In a departure from his usual combative tone, Trump appeared measured and restrained during his engagement with Xi, a contrast to the aggressive negotiation style he is often known for. Before the talks began, Trump called Xi a hard negotiator, offering light remarks as Xi maintained his characteristic calm and polite smile. As the two leaders left the venue, they exchanged pleasantries and a final handshake. Trump was seen leaning in to say something to Xi before both leaders departed, a moment that seemed to capture a rare sense of mutual acknowledgement. Trump's tone throughout the meeting suggested a more accommodative stand towards Chinese president, an implicit recognition of the limits Washington faces in dealing with the world's second largest economy, which Beijing hopes will match the US in power within the next 5 years. Referring to the encounter as the G2 meeting, a play on the G7 and the G20 formats, Trump appeared to symbolically elevate China's global status, a gesture that would not have gone unnoticed in Beijing. Actually, it would be music to Xi's ear. Speaking about the Air Force One after the meeting, Trump said the 2 hour bilateral session had produced five major announcements. Among them, he said the US would reduce fentanyl related tariffs on Chinese goods from 20% to 10%, effective immediately. Overall tariffs would also drop from 57 to 47% following further talks on curbing fentanyl production and exports. The US had earlier imposed 30% in new tariffs on China this year, including a 20% levy directly tied to Beijing's role in fentanyl manufacturing. Tariff policy under Trump has been volatile. In April, he threatened to raise duties to 145%, only to pull back after the market backlash. Earlier this month, on October 10, he had even threatened 100% import tax in response to China's restrictions on rare earth exports. Trump also said China has agreed to purchase large amounts of US soybeans immediately, though he provided no details on quantities. The announcement came just as China's state owned COFCO resumed soybean purchases from the US, buying three cargoes from the new harvest, according to Reuters. In another key development, Trump claimed to have secured a 1 year extendable deal to maintain China's exports of rare earth minerals, crucial elements used in fighter jets, electric vehicles, robotics, and other high tech sectors. All the rare earth issues have been settled, he has said. China, the world's dominant producer and processor of these minerals, had tightened export curbs only weeks earlier. Trump also announced plans to visit China in April for follow up talks with Xi, expected to make a reciprocal visit later in the year. I'll be going to China in April and he'll be coming here sometime after that, whether it's Florida, Palm Beach, or Washington, D.C., Trump told reporters. For his part, Xi struck a steady diplomatic tone, saying he was ready to continue working with Trump to build a solid foundation for bilateral ties and create a sound atmosphere for development. You and I are at the helm of China US relations, Xi said, and added, in the face of wind, waves, and challenges, we should stay the right course, navigate through the complex landscape, and ensure the steady sailing of the giant ship of the China US relations. For The Print, this is Snehesh Alex Philip. Do subscribe to The Print's YouTube channel for more such videos.